Hi, I'm Courtney and I'm Artist Relations and Alternative Media Manager for Warner Music. I love music. I've been playing guitar since I was 10 and singing for a really, really long time. And then in high school, I kind of didn't realise there was another part to the music industry. I thought you kind of had to only be a performer and that was the only way you could go. And I kind of realised that I wanted to study music, and as I started going to more shows and reading Rolling Stone and seeing that there was actually other sides to the industry, there was, marketing and promotion and touring and all these other kind of aspects, I kind of was like, okay, well, I want to try study that then. So what I do is I'm Artist Relations and Alternative Media Manager at a record label, which is Warner Music. Basically, it's kind of splits into 3 different roles in one. So the Artist Relations part of it is that I organise all the interview schedules and on-ground promotion schedules for our artists when they're in Australia or when an album is released. So an artist releases an album, we do up a whole press plan of what media we're trying to target with interviews, and then when they actually come to Australia for a tour or for a promotional tour, we also set up their on-ground schedules, which is the media that they'll be attending while they're in Australia, and then we actually take them to each media. So we'll pick them up at their hotel, I'll drive them to AIMtv or to Sunrise or whatever it is that they're doing that day. Just make sure that they're kind of covered the whole way the time they're doing it, and make sure everything runs smoothly. The other 2 parts, one is I deal with community radio. So especially in Melbourne, I deal with like 3RRR and PBS. And so what that involves is me going into the radio stations and bringing them our new tracks that we've got out and pitching them to them, and offering which shows I think that song might work on, just basically trying to get them to play our artist music on the radio. And then the 3rd part is press, so I deal with the kind of heavier rock, metal online blogs, so like your Blunts, your Heavy magazines, your Australian Guitar, those kinds of magazines, and pitching interviews to them and features or album reviews or anything like that. So those are kind of the 3 parts of what I do. What do I love about what I'm doing? I think just the fact that I get to go to, I go to like 3 or 4 shows every week, getting to hang out at a casino with Ed Sheeran, like that's a perk. Or any of that kind of stuff, getting to go to shows and be standing on the side of stage rather than with all the punters, or getting backstage passes. It doesn't happen that often, and it's only certain roles, but my role, I'm lucky enough that is part of it. And then also, like I said, just my job is to sometimes I'll be watching music videos. That's what I do in the office, or I'll be listening to music. What I get to do, it's all fun stuff. I'm sure people would much rather sit at their computers watching music videos than having to look at spreadsheets. So I think that in that way, it's like really, those kind of things are cool, that I'm always dealing with music, something that I love. When I was a kid, you always thought of things like High School Musical, and you wish that kind of stuff happened, where people just break out into song. And that would happen at AIM. Like, I have vivid memories of sitting in the cafeteria, and I can remember it was Aerosmith's "Don't Want to Miss a Thing" was playing over the speakers, and all the kids just started singing or picking up guitars and playing. And I just remember sitting there going, "Oh my God, this happens in real life!" So those little things would happen all the time. And I came to open day. I think I also did orientation day, and they had kids on the street playing guitars, and everyone was so lovely and everyone was so sweet. And I just was like, oh my God, this is what I want to be around, people who like the same sort of things that I do, that love it as much as I do, because I was always that weird kid who loved it way too much, and no one else could really relate on the same level, but everyone at AIM could. They were all just as nerdy about music as I was. The lecturers at AIM, they were all currently, at the time, still working in the industry, so they were working at Future Music, or they had bands which are now huge, like Sticky Fingers, but they just started at the time I was at AIM, and they were all teaching at AIM. So, they definitely had, either come from labels or were still working in the industry, and then coming to teach us what they were, currently using. So that was really helpful. And not to mention, they were all just, if you applied yourself, they were willing to help you no matter what. If you needed something, or you had an idea for something, you decided you wanted to do a night, you wanted to have bands or whatever, you could go to these guys and they would literally do whatever they could to help you, I actually consider a lot of my lecturers some of my best friends now, or I consider them older brothers or whatever, I still keep in contact with them. So I definitely think that they're one of the best aspects of going to AIM. I think if you don't utilize them, you're not getting your money's worth at all. When you're at AIM, you need to make sure that you're actually utilizing what they're giving you, because it's so great. Try everything. Even if you think, oh, I'm not interested in that, take that anyway. Just I don't know, I guess just really utilize the chance that you've got to be in the music industry, because you're damn lucky to get into it, because it's one of the best industries and it's hard to get into. So this is definitely one of the best stepping stones to get into it. The advice that I'd give someone who is interested in getting into the music industry is kind of in two parts. One of them is try everything, say yes to everything. You know, it doesn't matter what it is, just yes, I'll do it, yes, I'll do it, yes, I'll do it. And that's, you know, that's whether you're looking at internships and you're like, oh, I don't really want to do that, just do it anyway. And that also carries over into working at a label or in artist relations, because even, you know, how I got into artist relations was I said yes to the promo team when they asked for help. Do you want to grab waters for this person today? Yep, I'll do it. Can you just take this cab charge to this person? Yep, I'll do it. Because, you know, people need help all the time. So if you're that person, and like I said, you get experience over everything then. You'll always have that one up on someone. So just say yes, do it, like work hard, and you'll get there, definitely.